Welcome to Fresh Fridays. I'm Pastor Tony, and today we'll be looking at a fresh idea that you can use in your kids' ministry. Today I want to talk about relationships. Now I'm going to take kind of a different angle when it comes to it. We're going to talk about the activities that you do in your class. Now I've been doing kids' ministry long enough that I know that you and everybody else has a couple of your own favorite activities that you like to do all the time. You might look to that curriculum, 14 pages of it, or whatever kind of curriculum you have, and you're going to gravitate towards certain activities that you feel comfortable doing. Maybe for you that's a craft. Maybe it's a game. You love Duck, Duck, Goose. Maybe it's coloring pages. Maybe you just skip all of it and you sit in a corner and talk about people's days. Let me encourage you today, we want to build a relationship with our kids. And you need to keep in mind that all kids are not wired exactly the same way as you. That's why curriculums have 14 pages. That's why we give you different ideas. It's just because it's your favorite thing to do doesn't mean it's a favorite thing for the kids to do. Let me encourage you, mix up your activities. Well, why does that make a difference? Well, we don't want to bore the kids, but that's not the primary reason. You see, every time you introduce a different way of doing an activity, a different method, a different way to get up and get kids interacting, whether they're sitting at a table, whether they're getting up, whether they're playing, running around the room, sometimes that's a good idea, maybe going on a nature walk during class, whatever that looks like, every time you do something different, you're providing the opportunity for some kids to build a relationship who wouldn't otherwise. Why? Because you've touched on something that's important to them. All of a sudden you're doing a craft and that one kid who loves crafts just becomes the star of the table because they're helping everybody else out. And then people start talking to them and all of a sudden they feel important and they start connecting with the other kids. Or maybe it's an active game where kids are running, and they get all sporty and you have some kids that don't want to do it, but there's other kids that's their thing, they love it, and they connect with other kids accordingly. And the two kids that don't want to get involved, well, they connect also and talk to each other. Let me encourage you this week, think outside the box. Work outside of your comfort zone. Do activities this week that will help kids to come together to build a relationship. Hey, this is Pastor Tony reminding you to keep your kids' ministry fresh.